particularly on a day, and I was surprised by this, copper did nothing today. If I was looking for an area, particularly with the dollar down as sharply as it was, I would have expected some response from copper, some response from crude, of which we didn't get.
In Dallas, a team that again is a top offense that is contending for a Super Bowl. He puts up numbers. They have production. The offense doesn't look the same without him. So he's just a wide receiver, but he's not like the kind of wide receiver we want him to be as a number one receiver.
Lessens that bear case of the held to maturity being so bad. So that was a catch and trade. My exposure to JPM that's where I want to be in the bank space.
All right, for more on today's data and the Fed impact, let's turn to Mark Zandi, chief economist.
The brilliance. It was brilliance. Like, Shay, I mean, of CeeDee Lamb's 14 targets. Of his 14 targets, 6 were outside. I literally am watching it right now. That's cool. The point I'm making is like, there's nothing wrong with what we're saying. He is elite. He is, and you can vote him.
Okay, so I'll give you one more, and I'm done with it. Right?
It's out there are people saying the Fed has had nothing to do with this. That this is really just working through COVID dynamics. I don't think that's really true. And when the government gives away 25% of GDP, reeling in both money supply, but having some of that stuff run off. You get the impact we've had. Was there anything today in those numbers, though, in that core that structurally felt different about where we are in CPI that's Fed impacted?
As a result, that's why inflation's come in and why, the Fed hasn't had to raise rates more and why the economy is going to be able to avoid a recession. Having said that, they've had, the rate hikes have had an impact. The job growth is slowing, wage growth is moderating, and that is having an imprint on the inflation number. So, on the list of reasons why inflation is coming in, I would put the Fed at the top of the list, but it's definitely on the list.
You, Pat Pete. Hold on. Can I? Oh yeah, you play whiteout.
Wait. Hold on. Can I answer first? Sherm was a dog. Sherm, lanky, long, smart, right? But I
think to the point.
But I think Patrick Pete's better.
Why?
More versatile, more talented.
But was Sherm not the best on his team?
Sherm was like the best in the world.
So what are we arguing about? He is a number one, and then there's a number one on the Vikings, and there's a number one on the Eagles, and there's a number one on any of these good offenses.
Since we work within Power, we don't have to worry about planning for a third kid. You can still play golf. Sometimes.
Next.